Welcome to the I Worship Steelers show. They call me Light Skin U. My name is Yusuf Cawthorn of Light Skin Television. Normally a battle rap media based YouTube brand, but I am also a super fan of the Pittsburgh Steelers all my life, 53 years. I'm perturbed today. We lost to the San Francisco 49ers in our home opening day, which happened to be a home game, 30-7. It's saddening, it's disgusting, but oh God, try not to cry. You let me down, Steelers. Mike Tomlin, you let me down. As a coach, you let me down. I'm one of your biggest fans, but you let me down today. Brother Mike, you suck today. Preparation, everything. Coaching staff. Kenny Pickett, you were horrible. You fought, but you weren't thinking. It's a thinking man's game. You were not thinking, Kenny. I'm not really that upset with the team as a whole. You might say 30-7, they were horrible. No, they weren't horrible. San Francisco was just great today. They were great. Pittsburgh, I understand I'm not making excuses, but this will be the one excuse that I will make in this blog for this team playing the way they did on defense. Got a lot of new moving parts and a lot of new players. Half the starting defense are free agents from other teams that we just picked up. They're not cohesive yet. They just met each other. When you started a new job from your old job, you're not automatically going to click with all your coworkers, and you guys aren't going to be. You're the new addition, so you're not going to be a cohesive part of the total scope of things when you get there. You know what I mean? It's going to take time. And I understand that. It's a work in progress. Give it about over a month, maybe week 5 or 6, we'll start to gel on defense. Offense, no excuses. Pretty much the same dudes out there that were starting to peak last year. And I'm not upset at too many offensive players. I don't know who really didn't do their job. I saw guys out there working, trying to make opportunities for Kenny. Kenny, you effed up, man. You play bad. You make bad decisions, poor throws. You're throwing to the opposite team again. You're a very interception-prone individual. You don't need to throw more than 25 times a game. Matt Canada, I want to get on you, but I won't. Only thing I'm mad about with you and Mike Tomlin's game plan, I know you got behind early. You guys need to run the ball as much or more than you pass. Kenny Pickett is not no 50 attempt guy. No. Keep that fool under 30. In fact, Kenny Pickett is pretty effective under 25 attempts, just like Ben was his first 2 years. And Ben would win every damn game because he wouldn't throw the ball much. Back then, before he developed as a good passer. Kenny Pickett is not a prolific passer. He's not even a good passer. He's not even average. He's a poor passer, but he's a smart kid with a lot of heart. He's got heart. That's what I like about him. He'll improve, but it's through trial and error. That fool does not need to pass a whole lot of times in a game. I don't care how far we're behind. He ain't it. Not yet. I'm putting the blame on Kenny Pickett and Mike Tomlin. Those are your two leaders. TJ Watt, he did exactly what he's supposed to do. Stat line looked like last year's stat line on opening day against the opponent that was great at the time. So he did his job. In fact, I like all 4 of the outside linebackers. The edge rushers did fine. I like Marcus Golden. He did his thing. I enjoyed the play of Nick Herbig and a few snaps he got. Highsmith did his numbers, He even tried to get back in coverage, I saw. TJ Watt did his thing. As far as the front 7, I don't know the truth. I don't know what the truth is about the rumors of Cam Hayward's wife feeding him giving him food poisoning with some nasty-ass pasta Friday night, less than 2 days before the game. But his stomach's messed up. He's a captain, so he tried to tough it out and come in. He looked horrible. He looked like he about to poop on himself. That didn't work out good. Loudermilk was all okay in relief. Ogunjobi was all right. He was, I don't know, all that money we gave Ogunjobi, I just don't see it. Leal, you look good. You got hurt twice and came back twice. 3 strong tackles, 1 tackle for a loss. I like the way Leal played in backing up Ogunjobi. The nose tackle position, horrible as usual. Keanu Benton, when he got those snaps late in the game, he looks like he can start now. I like to see Keanu Benton just start for the rest of his career. Just the hell with Montravius Adams. He just doesn't even belong on the team. He is the weakest link on the roster. I don't know why he's here for a 3rd year. You know, Armand Watts, they didn't even suit him up. He could have played. We knew we were going to have all these injuries on the defensive line. I don't know. Defensive line, they got ran all over. I'll give them a D. I'll give them a D. Outside linebackers, an A minus. Inside linebackers, I'm not going to get upset. They did lead the team in tackles. I believe Quan Alexander had 9. Elandon Roberts had 7. Cole Holcomb, you sucked. You were terrible. You had the green dot. You're damn near the captain of the defense. I know you're new here, but you and defensive coordinator Terrell Austin need to get on the same page because you two were terrible together. Terrible. It just, you were all out of place and just, you can't jump, you can't cover, tackling late, missing tackles. You were bad. I give you an F minus, Cole Holcomb. You were horrible. Landon Roberts, I give you like a C. Quan, I give a B minus. As a unit, I'll give you guys like a C minus. You tried. You put together some tackles, but you look no different than Spillane. Spillane was Holcomb this time. Spillane, Bush, and Jack. C minus. Corners, bad. Patrick Peterson, you were there. You weren't getting burnt. You were there. You were slipping all over the place. I know the stupid ass Pitt Panthers were playing. I know the Pitt Panthers were playing on your field last night. I don't like that. I don't like when the Panthers play right before the Steelers. It's a horrible thing. They rip up the field and what have you. But I didn't see any 49ers players slipping and falling. It was just us, the key moments. Deontay slipping, falling, you know what I mean? But we still on the defense. Corners, I give you guys as a unit. We should have saw more Joey Porter, to tell you the truth. More Chandon Sullivan. I don't know. I give the corners because of Peters. And Levi, you suck today too. Levi, you get a D. Pat P, you get a D minus. You did make 2 great pass breakups on 3rd down, but you got beat for a touchdown, 2 touchdowns. One of them you slipped. One of them you're right there. What you raising your hand after the ball's already in the man's chest? Just punch up at it with your left hand. The hell? Come on, you're a veteran, 33 years old. On these podcasts and talking shit on the internet, and then you get in there and have a bad day. First day as a Steeler, but it's your first day. I know you'll be making great plays for us all year. Levi, no excuse. You were here last year as a starter. Started the whole second half of the year, had 4 interceptions. You look great. Now you suck all of a sudden. I know Joey Porter, just be ready, man. You're coming in at some point as a starter. This ain't cutting it. Yeah, I give our corners a damn D. A solid D. Safeties, Keanu Neal, you had a pretty good game as a tackler, but coverage, you weren't so good. KZ, you were horrible. You were horrible. You're getting too many snaps. You're a great backup. That's it. You're not a starter. You have no business playing no strong safety. Free safety, you're a solid backup for Minka, but Minka refused to come out for 1 play. Safeties, Minka was okay. I don't know. I give the safeties a C minus. The whole defense, I give them a D. It was a tough team that you played with some key plays you should have made. Pat Peterson, you were bad today. Holcomb, you were bad. That goddamn, your boy just gave up a nasty touchdown. He just got faked out. KZ, you were horrible, man. You were horrible. You sucked. You sucked, man. Backups. The reserves played pretty hard across the board, and the young players, the rookies and what have you. I like the way they played. The veterans, you look bad. Cam Hayward, you weren't there for us. You're beat up. It just, I don't know. All in all, they really only gave up 30 points. Sounds like a lot, but San Francisco, under Brock Purdy last year, averaged 33.6 points, the most in the NFL. So they're below their average. We expected them to put up points against damn near anybody, but technically they were below their average. And if we look at the 49ers on offense, it was Christian McCaffrey and Brandon Ayuk. Those two just beat us by themselves. McCaffrey had 22 carries, 152 yards, touchdown, 6.9 rushing average. Even Brock Purdy ran for 6.67 average. Ayuk had 8 catches for 129 yards, 2 touchdowns on 8 targets. 8 targets, and he caught them all, 2 for touchdowns. Disgusting. Deebo Samuel only had 8 yards rushing, 55 yards receiving. Kittle had 3 for 19. It really wasn't horrible. It was like 3 bad plays on defense, and realistically, it was Patrick Peterson and your boy KZ, Crazy KZ, were to blame right there. They were horrible. They gave up 21 points, just them guys alone. Even if they gave up 21 points, we'd have still lost because the offense can't score. We're about to get on their ass. Special teams, Anthony McFarland did well. Kicker did well. Boswell. Punter, give him a C-, man. Harvin, he does what the Coach Danny Smith tells him to do. He's not punting for distance so they can't return any balls. He's just punting high and make sure no one returns anything, and that's pretty much what happened from that standpoint. Ray McLeod on punt returns and 3 returns for 0 yards. They didn't have any yards on the punt return, and I don't think they had any yards on kick return either. So I give the special teams a B-. Your boy made a big special teams tackle, but then he rips the guy's helmet off and gets a 15-yard penalty. The long snapper Christian Kuntz. You know what I mean? Number 46. But they weren't bad. They weren't bad. Calvin Austin was back there doing his thing at punt returner. Yeah, I'll give them a B-. They weren't horrible like the rest of the team. My grades on offense, I got to go with rushing game was not bad. Just because we didn't get a lot of yards rushing doesn't mean it was bad. We only carried the ball 10 times, and Kenny only handed it off 8 times. So, Najee had 6 carries for 31 yards. He actually did well. As a team, we had 10 rushes for 41 yards, 4.1 yards a carry. That was decent. That's on the level, what you would expect from a running game. But we threw 46 times. It's a bad run-pass ratio, 10 rushes to 46 passes. That's not balanced at all, not even close to it. I'm not mad at the receivers. These guys were working for Kenny Pickett, the runners, receivers, and say what you want, even the offensive line. They were just, they didn't expect to have to block 46 pass block plays. You know what I mean? It's like, come on, the run block, they did enough, man. The quarterback didn't do right, man. And Deontay getting hurt didn't help, but Calvin Austin spelled him well. Allen Robinson had a nice game, 5 catches for 64 yards. Before Deontay got hurt, halfway through the game, he had 3 catches for 48 yards. Austin came in and had 6 catches, 37 yards. A lot of dinking and dunking, but he caught 6 catches off the bench. First real NFL game of his life, and this is what he does. George Pickens, 5 catches for 36 yards, all of them pretty much up and down the sidelines. That's all he does is run those lazy routes up and down the sidelines, try to catch the ball with one hand, trying to get on ESPN replays. I don't know, he seems like an individual just worried about how he looks more so than to help the team. To me, I don't get on the George Pickens train until he does something significant. Go over the middle and catch a couple balls, you know what I mean? Rack yards, break a few tackles, take it to the house. Show me you can do something beyond 40 yards, beyond 35 yards. Just stop going up and down the sidelines for 9-yard routes and 12-yard routes, trying to catch it with one hand when you should catch it with 2 and keep running. I don't know. I'm not. I've seen a lot of spectacular wide receivers that had hands, but you gotta run a whole route tree, man. You know what I mean? So, like I said, he averaged 7.2 yards a catch. That's not really helping the team much. Connor Hayward did really good off the bench. He had 2 catches, 19 yards. Jalen Warren had 5 catches, but they didn't go nowhere at 12 yards. McFarland had 2 nice catches for 11 yards. Not bad. Not bad. Fryermuth had 1 catch and it was a touchdown. He dropped another one in the end zone. Great touchdown, but besides that, he had a bad day. Najee Harris, 2 catches, 2 yards. They didn't go anywhere. Uh, Holcomb forced a fumble. TJ Watt forced 2 fumbles, had 5 tackles and 3 sacks. God bless him. Uh, yeah, we look on defense. Quan Alexander, like I said, had 7. He had 9 tackles. Elandon Roberts had 7. We were sporadic on defense. You know what I mean? I'm going to give the defense a D. I'll give the offense outside of Kenny Pickett, I would give them, actually, I give them a B minus. With Kenny Pickett, the offense gets a D also. This was a D performance. I'm mad at Pickett. I won't give him an F. I'll give him a D minus at best. He stunk. I don't care if he had 31 completions on 46 attempts. He threw 2 dumb interceptions and tried to throw a third one. Made some bad decisions. You got yourself sacked twice. 3 of those times it was legitimate sacks. But you got yourself sacked twice. You hold on to the ball too long. Just throw the ball out of bounds, man. Everything we hated about Ben's inconsistencies, Kenny Pickett came right in and adopted it. So I don't understand where 39-year-old Ben, 25-year-old Kenny Pickett is still not better than 39-year-old Ben. Ben could have stuck around another 2 years. We'd have had a better result than this crap. At least Ben on the way out the door the last 2 years, he makes the playoffs. You know what I mean? With Ben, at least the 33 games he started in, was it 33? The 32 games he started in, he only lost what? I'm going to get this right. Ben lost 11 games on his way out the door. He was 21-11 in his last 2 years. Come on, Kenny, you got to do better, man. Young Kenny's not better than old Ben. Jeez. We got a lot to work on, but really it's continuity of the captains on the team, the leaders. Cole Holcomb's got to get better. Kenny Pickett's got to get better. Matt Canada, you got to run the ball. You got to stop Baby and Najee, man. And Najee's the main one talking about running backs aren't treated fair monetarily. Man, don't you worry about no money until you can get 4 yards a carry. You averaging 3.9 yards a carry for a career is not it. 3.8 and 3.9. No. Back-to-back years. No, mister. And you're only averaging 17 carries a game for a career. You need more touches, man, and need to do more with it in the beginning of a game. But you weren't bad today, Najee Harris. You weren't bad. Cleveland, Monday night. We need 8 days rest. Cleveland had a great game. They made Joe Burrow look terrible. They gave that man $275 million, and he'll never make a Super Bowl again. He had that one run that 1 year. He's interception prone. He throws more picks than Kenny Pickett. He just got all the weapons around him and can't win the big game. Man, child, please, I'm not even worried about the Cincinnati Bengals. They're in the same position as us. Did worse than us against a team they're supposed to know like the back of their hand in their own state. Don't even get me started on the Cincinnati Bengals. You guys worship them. I don't. I'm not impressed with nobody in the NFL. None of these teams. I'm not impressed with none of them. Eagles supposed to be so great, and the Patriots faked themselves out of a win. We're not going to get into the other games. We're going to stay with ours. Not impressed with anyone. 49ers I'm kind of impressed with. They played well. They're pretty tough, too. Got a nice roster, just don't have a deep bench. They get 3 or 4 major injuries, this season is over. They're one of those teams. One thing the Pittsburgh Steelers got working for them is depth. But if your starters are sucking right now, what does depth mean? Got to get it together. Nice preseason, but it didn't carry into the opening day at all. You know what I mean? But we'll try it again against Cleveland. I'll be doing it weekly again. I haven't done it since 2011, I believe. I think that's the I have consistent shows 2009, 10, 11. Changed my platform altogether, but I'm back. Still a Nation. PS4, PS4L. Pittsburgh Steelers for life, y'all. I mean, this is light skinned you, your brother Yusuf Cawthorn. Still a Nation. We still strong. We're gonna stay with our team. Support and try not to take this loss too hard. It's easy to say that now, but it's rough now, but in time we will heal as a unit, as a nation, still a nation. I Worship Steelers Show, Episode 1, 2023 season. Here we go, Steelers.